we have a ready from both players. Here we go. The August 2022 Classic Tetris Monthly Challenger Circuit Finals will begin in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We've already seen one reverse sweep today, but that came from the man on the right. Hydrant dude. Found himself down 2-0 to Nolan and rolled it back to make it a reverse sweep. Bang Tetris for Hydrant dude to get started. Gonna set up a long bar dependency on the left, gets the long bar right away. DMJ set up ready to go for the Tetris. Has to wait. There's no long bar. There it is. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant got one in there as well as the... Unfortunately, the slideshow issues seem to be back. Not as bad as earlier, but okay, now we're good. We are good. Bang Tetris for both players. 68,000 for Hydrant, 50,000 for DMJ. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. As now both the players' internet seems to be dead. Okay, hold on. Hydrant's good. What's up with DMJ? Let's refresh DMJ real quick. And he's fine. 55,000 for DMJ, 114,000 for Hydrant. DMJ up really high, but he's going to get 2 long bars to bring that down. And we'll be safe. There's a long bar for Hydrant Bang Tetris, who's got 6 in a row before taking his first burn. Another Tetris for Hydrant. There's a Tetris for DMJ. DMJ with that isolated dependency, not going to be able to do anything with it, so it's going to have to plug the well. Oh, the misdrop on the S is going to hurt, but not going to be bad. Hydrant stacking up pretty high, but it's going to take some burns. Oh, can't burn with that, but does get the long bar. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. A little bit of a scary sequence. Bang Tetris for Hydrant again. As Hydrant with some pace. 211 to 173. Now 234 to 178. Hydrant not getting some good pieces here. Going to take that Tetris and going to try to fix as much of this as he can. Fills the long bar dependency and now has like a billion tucks to deal with and gets them all with only 2 lines burnt. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. What an absolute hero play. Bang Tetris for Hydrant again. He's got 300,000 and doesn't even have 60 lines yet. Setting up a mid stack, but changes it to a T-spin setup. Gets the T-spin. He's going to open back up. Bang Tetris for DMJ. No long bar for Hydrant here. Finally gets one. Bang Tetris. Another Tetris for both players, as both players tucking in a T to solidify their stack. There's the Tetris for DMJ, who's got to play catch up here. Hydrant's just been very efficient early going. Bang Tetris again. DMJ getting a bit of trouble. It's going to be able to burn with that square and keep the well open, but not with that L. Now it's going to have to burn this down. That's going to give Hydrant an opportunity to just put the foot on the gas. He already has a 133,000 point lead, and DMJ is burning. So this has been a killer game 1. DMJ sensing the urgency. Looked like he was trying to set up for a Tetris, but just took the triple when it gave him the long bar. This is awkward for DMJ right now. But does get this down. Tetris for Hydrant dude, 475 to 304. It's a gigantic score difference here in game 1. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Yes, it's been a thing today. It's not the internet, by the way. It is the computer. DMJ set up, looking for a long bar here. Really needs to get something going because he is down by 230,000 points. This has just been an absolute stellar game number 1 for Hydrant all around. But with 19 coming up, you never know. It's insane to think that this lead could be 300,000 by transition. Bang Tetris for Hydrant, 614. He has not transitioned yet. Bit of misdrop for DMJ. Looking for the long bar. Not going to get it. Earns a double. There's the long bar. Bang Tetris. It is 640 on the transition. 332 for DMJ. That is a 308,000 point lead at transition. I don't think I've ever seen a lead that big before at transition. That is just enormous. And just shows the level of suffer game that DMJ's been playing. Set up for a Tetris, Bang Tetris for DMJ, but if you're DMJ, you're hoping for an early top out from Hydrant and a good post. Heyo's calling it a win for DMJ. We'll see if that happens. The overwhelming fan favorite for the matchup was Hydrant, 74,000 panel points to 24,000. So chat does not disagree with you, or at least the channel point whales. DMJ still kind of suffering here. He's cut the lead a bit, but it's still 255,000. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Restore a little bit of that. And DMJ just cannot buy a break this game. Lead is back over 300k. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Here's a Tetris for DMJ. Again, where's the long bar for DMJ here? Finally gets one. Bang Tetris. DMJ opening up the right side, but Hydrant needing a long bar. Hydrant getting up really high, but does get the long bar. Bang Tetris to bring that down. Playing a little more dangerously than personally I think he needs to at the moment. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Yeah, DMJ can play 29, but DMJ still struggling, but does get the Tetris. 956 for Hydrant, 668 for DMJ. It is one-sided. Not impossible to overcome, obviously, with 29 played, but we're talking a sizable comeback as Hydrant has the max and more, 1.06. As the lead is at 350,000. We are on 28. Hydrant is in the kill screen with a 1.1. Has a 400,000 point lead. Bang Tetris for DMJ to get into 29. Well, let's see what he can do. Bang Tetris. Still 300,000. Another Tetris. Drops the lead to 270,000. But both players are still playing. Hydrant just happy scaling at the moment. Hydrant would be happy to bring this down. He's in trouble. It's a triple. Wow. Still playing. And that's probably it right there. Not going to get anything over to the right. 1.182 is what you need. Heyo Knight still says DMJ still wins these. Let's see if he does. Setting up center well, but only gets a triple out of it. A long way to go. 170,000 points. We're on level 33. And things are starting to get a little uncomfortable. Needs a long bar. Needs a long bar badly and is not going to get it in time. Does get a Tetris, but can't get anything else over to the right. And Hydrant will take game number 1 on the back of a huge lead off of 18. Here we go. Game number 2 will start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Of course, Hydrant headed to CDWC after the qualifier this past weekend. We are ready. DMJ looking to shake off game number 1. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant is quite good, yes. Both players going to score a Tetris early. We got the Texas out of the bot. There you go. Bang Tetris for both players again. And another pair of Tetrises. It is a 12-point lead in favor of DMJ, but that is soon going to change as his board has gotten into a nasty state. Vits for Hydrant, followed by the Tetris. 5 in a row for Hydrant. Just not letting up on 18 now. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. 5 the Blio, yes. Interesting. And DMJ looked like he was going to go for the Tetris, but probably regretting that. As Hydrant just picking up where he left off on 18 pretty much. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. As DMJ clearing out the rest of this. Has the well open. And it's just not going to bother being aggressive at this point. So just going to go ahead and burn this down. Stay alive. Hydrant look for long bar. There's Bang Tetris for Hydrant. 239 for Hydrant. 144 for DMJ. It is just... it's almost a repeat of game 1 so far. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. The only difference is Hydrant's pace is not quite as lit as game 1. Bang Tetris for Hydrant again. 310 for Hydrant. 150 for DMJ. Doubling them up. And then some. There's Tetris for both players. Nice double well there for DMJ. We'll resolve it with a T. He's looking for the long bar. Both players need it. DMJ opening the well. Gonna take triple because no long bar's coming. Hydrant gets one first. What is going on with DMJ's game? Where's the long bar? There it is finally, but he uses it to resolve a long bar dependency. And it's just right back where he was before. Now look, he finally gets a long bar. Bang Tetris for DMJ. I don't disagree with resolving the long bar dependency first. But it's just like, suffer. Who shall suffer is what the game is saying to them right now. Again, Hydrant, double. DMJ, 424 to 212. Bang Tetris for DMJ. And another one. Bang Tetris. 449 for Hydrant, 282 for DMJ. Bang Tetris for Hydrant again. as he is on pace for yet another 600k transition. Already, well, not quite has a 200,000 point lead, but it's up there. Bang Tetris for DMJ. We'll hold that off from happening. He gets a gluttony of long bars when he doesn't need them. Like, well, that was like 5 long bars. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Does get his 200k lead for a brief moment before DMJ Tetris is back under that. A 9 Tetris lead for Hydrant. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Here's a Tetris for Hydrant as we're approaching transition. DMJ with a better transition this time. The problem is Hydrant also with a better transition this time. He's at 636, and 637 will be his transition score. But it'll be a bit closer than last game. $449 for DMJ's transition, so kept it within 200,000 as Hydrant was having a bit of trouble scoring. T-spin does not happen for DMJ, so more burning going to take place on the left side. Long bar, bang Tetris for both. Well, no, that's a triple for Hydrant. I think, anyway. It's hard to tell with the slideshow. 704 for Hydrant, 482 for DMJ. DMJ looking for a long bar here and gets one. Bang Tetris. Oh, just barely gets that square over. Sets up the tuck. Very nice, but has to fill in. Now has an awkward board. Bang Tetris for DMJ. That will help. And another Tetris. Hydrant also scoring. 761 for Hydrant, 562 for DMJ. Another Tetris for DMJ. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Running that lead to 250,000. Quarter of a million. Oh, misdrop for DMJ. Needs a long bar in a bad way right now. Doesn't get one. And he's probably going to top out here, I'd imagine. He's going to try to keep playing it, but... Wait a second. What? Okay, I was going to say, come on. You're not taking out of that. Hydrant takes game number 2. Humpy spitting out the hard online facts here. If the winner wants to participate in September Masters, they will have to begin their qualifier in the next 26 hours or so. That's right. Because you don't just get a free entry, you do have to qualify. Hydrant perhaps looking to mullen this out with a max out going into 26. For the Tetris there. 1.04 million. So a pretty good score. Bang, another Tetris. 1.1 into 27. Five Tetrises if he goes perfect here. There's 1. There's 2. Needs a long bar. Not getting the long. What is he doing? Stacking so many things so high on the right. Gets the long bar over for the 1.2. Another Tetris for 1.24. And the 5th Tetris coming in for the 1.28 going into 29. And another Tetris to get the D. There's not even any cider involved. 1.35 for Hydrant. And he's just going aggro. But RNG catches up to him, and his board isn't looking all that great. Still doable. Gets the 1.4. No, is that 1.4? Yeah, it's 1.4. I don't know my hexamath. I usually don't need to know my hexamath. Things breaking down here, but he does have an opportunity to perhaps bring this down But he needs the right pieces. He's not getting them. Now he is. Still going. And that'll do it. 1.43 for Hydrant Dude. DMJ says he would have had to PB to win. We're good for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. What could be the final game today of the Challengers Circuit? Hydrant on the verge of a sweep. We've had no sweeps today. We've had one reverse sweep. Bang Tetris for DMJ. We've had a pair of 3-1s. But nothing resembling a reverse. Nothing resembling a full-on sweep. DMJ having a much better start this time. Already 2 Tetrises in. Trying to rein in that 18 game that's just been absent so far this series. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant with a bit of an awkward board. Doesn't have anything over on the left. Probably just going to have to start stacking pieces over there. Yeah, that's what he does. So bit of a miscue on the start for Hydrant Dude. Oh, that's a misdrop for Hydrant, but he does get a tuck in there. I'm not sure with which piece that was, but Hydrant is now safe. He did get a long bar down the right side. 120 for DMJ, 54,000 for Hydrant Dude to get things started. So this time it's DMJ coming out with a big lead. As Hydrant has stabilized, gets a long bar, bang Tetris for both players. First bit of 18 adversity we've seen for Hydrant this set. Not that he hasn't had some today. What just happened? Hydrant's still alive, but did his controller just give out or something? Because it looked like he was tapping on that controller and nothing was happening. Insane. He's clear up. 236 for DMJ at the 50. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. He still has a ways to go to get there, but he's at 136. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. And Hydrant is back to normal here. Bang Tetris for DMJ. This Hydrant. Stick that long bar over the left. Should be fine here. And the long bar, bang Tetris for Hydrant. 284 for DMJ, 188 for Hydrant. Similar line count, so that's about a 4.5 Tetris lead for DMJ. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. DMJ as well. Hydrant with another one. DMJ not liking those long bars. Didn't want to put that into double dependency. Bang Tetris. That would have created an isolated dependency, which is worse than another Tetris's. Hydrant getting really high. Has no burns right now. Now he's got some burns. Going to take one there. Gets a long bar. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Living on the edge here on 18. Another Tetris for Hydrant. Big misdrop for Hydrant there, but it can be cleaned up now that he's gotten that Tetris. And I feel like he's going to be all right here. This will give DMJ an opportunity to do some more scoring. As nice little spin there for Hydrant on the J. Spins another J. But DMJ has a 100,000 point lead. Bang Tetris for DMJ as he's going to keep the foot on the gas. Playing very solid here. Another Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant will get one now that he's clean, but has nowhere to put that square. And uses the next one to burn away. That was a pretty creative square drop there. Setting up a delayed burn. This canyon's becoming a bit of a problem for Hydrant. It is now a long bar dependency. And with no long bar in sight, this is a problem. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Long bar for Hydrant only clears a single. Another Tetris for DMJ, who's got some big pace coming here. See what he can get on transition. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. There's one for DMJ. There's Tetris for Hydrant. 408 on the transition. Hydrant could be 200,000 clear of that by the time he gets there. Bang Tetris for DMJ. And yeah, for the third consecutive game, we're going to see a massive 200,000 point transition disparity. Actually, I don't remember if it was 200,000. It was close if it wasn't. These transition leads have just been the story of the set. And Hydrant has to do everything he can to come back from this. DMJ not willing to use a long bar to resolve the long bar dependency, and the game gave him 3 of them. Finally score the Tetris there. And another Tetris. So Hydrant trying to get back into this, trails by 155,000 points. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant needs a long bar in a bad way. Really pushing it. Bang Tetris. Very aggressive play. Gets the whole vault on the J to left and scores a couple more Tetrises, but DMJ is playing lights out right now. 779 for DMJ. 664 for Hydrant. Bang Tetris DMJ. I have to burn a couple lines here. Gets a nice piece to do so. But that's going to eat into his lead. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Now, I will point out, Hydrant is 15 lines in the future and still down by almost 100,000 here. Bang Tetris. It's a big line difference. Another Tetris for Hydrant. So definitely more scoring potential on 19 speeds for DMJ. As he is approaching the max out. He's got 900,000 on 24. Long bar needed for Hydrant here. He's going to have to burn some lines. Gets the long bar. Bang Tetris. 936 for DMJ. 800,000 for Hydrant dude. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. DMJ just safely burning this down. Not wanting to risk getting in any danger with this lead. Bang Tetris again. So he is almost at the max out. Bang Tetris, and there it is. Max out on level 26. 1.002. Another Tetris for DMJ. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Hydrant's on 28 already. I don't even think he can beat DMJ's score at double transition here. Bang Tetris for DMJ, 1.075. There's the Tetris, 964 going into 29 for Hydrant, and gets the exact max out. Had exactly 1 million points. You don't see that every day. But Hydrant not happy with 1 million. He needs more. Because DMJ has 1.08 million. Bang Tetris, 1.1 here on 28. Hydrant's on 31. And still 100,000 points down. Not 1 million. Bang Tetris, 1.158 going into 29. Hydrant's board not looking great, but DMJ's going to top out pretty much right away. So It's only 100,000 point difference. This board is recoverable. Hydrant just has to line it out. 1.159. Call it 1.16. And this board is not looking good. It's a long bar over, though. Level 34 may be all she wrote for Hydrant. Well, hold on. This is still doable. Get that long bar over. Oh, it went over too far. And that's going to be heart number 1 for DMJ. DMJ looking to reverse sweep his way into Masters. He's got the ready up. Here we go. Game number 4 will start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We've been live for about 3 hours here. This is our 4th match. We have run a gauntlet all the way from round 1 of the green bracket to the finals, where we're at now. Bang Tetris for DMJ to get things started. Nolan took out Melon Soda 3-1. Hydrant reverse swept Nolan 3-2. And then 3-1 Vicious Rhubarb in the semis. To bring you to where we are now. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. And the Tetris for DMJ. Another Tetris for Hydrant. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Bang Tetris for DMJ. So DMJ with a bit of a lead here, but does have a line advantage as well. And Hydrant in a bit of a spot here in game 4. Gets out of it, and now looking for the long bar. Just going to take a triple to keep things a bit safe here. Another triple. And finally, long bar shows up. Tetris for both players, 164 for DMJ, 106 for Hydrant, but Hydrant does have 2 Tetrises in the pocket if he scores them. So it's about a 1 Tetris lead for DMJ. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. DMJ not getting the long bar he needs. Bang Tetris. Oh, Hydrant's board is all of a sudden... Oh, man. It looks like an L didn't get all the way over to the left. That happened during a slideshow presentation, sadly. But it does look like he's getting out of it, but DMJ is going to take advantage of this. DMJ is up the lead, about 3 Tetrises. And probably no further here. Bang Tetris for DMJ, as Hydrant Dude has cleaned it up, and Hydrant will get a Tetris of his own. So 259 for DMJ, 188 for Hydrant Dude. Bang Tetris for DMJ again. And there's the Tetris for Hydrant. DMJ. Keeping this approximately 3 Tetris lead. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Both players going to score. About a little more than halfway through to the first transition. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. DMJ with a little cock of the head there, not happy having to take a double there. That does drop the lead to about a Tetris and a half. Tetris for both players. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant is ready, but needs a long bar. Setting up the tuck there, and there's the long bar. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. And Tetris for DMJ crosses 400,000 here at 89 lines. 371 for Hydrant, not that far behind in lines. Still about a Tetris lead. Bang Tetris for DMJ, and there's a Tetris for Hydrant. And now Hydrant gonna have to take a burn or two. Or 3. 3 burns it is. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. There's a Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant striking back. DMJ, a Tetris and a half ahead here at 100 lines. It's 478 to 441. Bang Tetris DMJ crossing 500,000. He is looking at a 600K potential transition. We've had one of those in each of the first 3 games. But not going to push this. Game gave him some crap pieces. Gets a long bar, so putting that S over there wasn't as bad as it might have looked at first. Hydrant also in a bit of a spot, so Hydrant unable to catch up. DMJ opens up and gets the Tetris. Going to extend his lead here to about 3 Tetrises, and another Tetris for DMJ. Still with the eyes on the 600K prize. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. 1 Tetris from transition is Hydrant. There's the Tetris for DMJ, 598. Unless he singles into transition, it will be 600,000. Long bar, bang Tetris, 622. But Hydrant, not that far behind this time, 567. Call it a 55,000 point lead. Bang Tetris for DMJ. 2.5 Tetrises. But Hydrant running into a bit of traffic while DMJ stays clean. Bang Tetris for DMJ. And another one. 699 for DMJ, 621 for Hydrant. DMJ can't do much with that stack. He's not getting anything to resolve in the middle. Does finally do so. Hydrant's board is getting cleaned up, but didn't look good for a bit. It's very annoying to work with, but it has dropped the lead to about 2 Tetrises, maybe a little less at this point. Bang Tetris for both players. Yeah, it's a little less than 2 Tetrises. And DMJ is running into problems. Hydrant is going to score. 741 for DMJ, 710 for Hydrant Dude at 167 lines. Level 22, now 23 for DMJ, as he's still burning. Hydrant needs a long bar. Wow, that was bold stacking that L like that. And it works out. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. And another one, and that gives him the lead. 772 for Hydrant, 757 for DMJ. DMJ is just trying to hang on here. It just feels like the pieces do not want him to do anything with them. And dirty Tetris for DMJ. He needed that one. Level 25 for Hydrant. Has about a Tetris lead. Bang Tetris for DMJ. It's 838 to 821. Where's the long bar for Hydrant? There it is. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. There's a Tetris for DMJ. This is almost neck and neck. It's within a Tetris. Hydrant's board, though, seems to be breaking down. DMJ's got a good board. Hydrant has fixed his board. Needs a long bar. Bang! Dirty Tetris for Hydrant. 5 rows up. Give himself the lead, but only for a moment, and the moment's gone. Bang Tetris for DMJ with a misdrop on the Z just after the Tetris. Will score one more. 955 to 922. DMJ with a slight lead as we're approaching kill screen number 2. Kill screen number 1, I guess. Kill screen number 2 is not until next month, folks. You'll get to see that in the Masters, don't you worry. Set up for a Tetris. Hydrant going dirty. Bang, dirty Tetris. 994 for Hydrant. Bang, a Tetris. 993 for DMJ, but he's got 5 lines in hand. DMJ very well could have the better transition. He misses the snap. Gonna have to burn more lines. Max outs for both players. 1.07 on the transition. DMJ's already got that beat. And Hydrant's board does not look good. But he's building this down. Oh, man, he gets out of trouble. Hydrant still alive on 30. 29 for DMJ, 1.138 to 1.12. I'm sorry, 1.041 to 1.027. And a Tetris for DMJ into 30. We're still going. 1.04 for Hydrant, but almost a 1.1 for DMJ right now. Oh, he needs a long bar here. He gets it. It's good for a triple, but that'll do it. 1.108 is the final. Hydrant still going. Needs about 53,000 points. Now, this is a chase down that... Oh, this is dangerous for Hydrant. This is dangerous for Hydrant. Can't get the piece over. We'll get not even one more line, and we are going to a decider. Hover 3, here we go. The decider to determine the challenger's finalist. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Who will go on to September Masters? We're about to find out. Of course, do keep in mind the other player, whoever loses the match, they're not out of Masters necessarily. They can still qualify to get in. But why sweat it when you can just get in? Bang Tetris for DMJ to get things going after a quick burn. There's the Tetris for Hydrant after a few burns there, so DMJ early lead. But needs a long bar here and isn't getting it, so he gives the lead right up. 11 points is the difference. Bang Tetris. DMJ out in front for the moment as Hydrant dude's looking for a long bar. There it is. Bang Tetris. Bang Tetris for DMJ. DMJ with another one, so very close game, neck and neck here in the decider. The way we love it. Close deciders. The Hamburglar has discovered the power of DMJ. As we are still neck and neck in the early going, 166 for DMJ, 165 for Hydrant, only a single line separating them. Hydrant in a bit of a spot here, gets the long bar, but does have a hole in their stack. They can get another Tetris, and will do so here. Let's see what they do with these 4 lines that are on top of that hole. They're just going to play 1 row up, maybe, or they're going to try to burn this down. They're going to play 1 row up. And maybe, if they get a long bar now, they can take care of it, but they did not, so they will be a little more patient. Tetris for DMJ. There's a Tetris for Hydrant. 239 for Hydrant, 235 for DMJ. At 50 lines, there's a Tetris for Hydrant. Bang Tetris for DMJ. And the Tetris for Hydrant. And they're just playing. Oh, what was that square? DMJ with a bit of miscue there. So Hydrant has an opportunity to pull ahead. DMJ, though, going to play 3 rows up. Bang Tetris for both players and gets that row out. So very efficient burn for DMJ. And with Hydrant dude burning, DMJ could just take this score back. Oh, Hydrant is no longer burning. He's playing 1 row up again. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. DMJ having to take a double there. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant getting pretty high up here as well. Now can burn. Gets the long bar, though. Doesn't need to. Bang Tetris. 381,000 for Hydrant. 377 for DMJ in the decider. DMJ in a bit of a spot, not getting great pieces. Having to create holes just to keep the stack somewhat sane. These squares, why are there so many squares? Go away. No one loves you, squares. Bang Tetris for DMJ, handling those squares like a champ. 457 for Hydrant, 408, now 430 for DMJ. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. So pace lead, it's about 1 Tetris for Hydrant right now. That should have... Oh, that's not a Tetris. Slideshow action's confusing me. There's the 2 Tetrises for Hydrant, 525, DMJ 455. And we are on yet another 600,000 transition pace. Bang Tetris for DMJ. Hydrant getting into a bit of trouble here. Needs a long bar. Needs a 2 long bar. It's not even going to wait for the second one. Doesn't even wait for 1. And bang! Dirty Tetris for Hydrant out of nowhere. 555 for Hydrant. Bang Tetris 506 for DMJ. Now 529. Hydrant needs to get this Tetris to get the 600. And burn 2 lines. There it is. 5 straight games where someone had a 600,000 transition. Spoiler alert, the person who had the 600,000 transition won every one of them. We'll see if that's the case this time. 556 on transition from DMJ. As Hydrant Dude looking for a long bar, finally gets one. Bang Tetris holding about a 100,000 point lead, but is ahead by 6 lines. Where's the long bar for Hydrant? There it is. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Another Tetris for Hydrant. $711 for Hydrant. Getting a slushy. 568 for DMJ. Bang Tetris. DMJ hanging in there. Still, he's 10 lines back. So this 140,000 point lead, not a real lead. It's probably still somewhat of a lead, but not as bad as it looks. Bang Tetris for Hydrant. Now has a 200,000 point lead. And DMJ is having to burn because the pieces just are not favoring him. So if he keeps burning, this is going to be a real lead. And DMJ needs to hang on here. Hydrant is burning a little bit. 832 to 658. Bang Tetris DMJ into 23, 7 lines back. Bang, that's a triple for Hydrant. There's a hole there. Now that's a Tetris for Hydrant. There's a Tetris for DMJ, still holding on within 160,000. Bang Tetris for DMJ, as long as he plays clean, he's got a shot. Clean he's playing. Needs a long bar, though. Doesn't flip the tee. And that spin does nothing, and DMJ is going to top out. And Hydrant Dude is your August 2022 Challenger Circuit winner. Let's watch him play it out. Oh! Well, may not be watching a lot of play out here. You've heard of the TikTok dig, but have you heard of the PowerPoint dig? I did not know I won. Yeah, you won. What font? For tournament winner? I can change that. Hold on. Which one is this? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Select font. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Tournament winner. Hydrant Dude. Giving everyone a wave. Congratulations and welcome to Masters. All right. Great games. Makes me want to play a Tetris game player. Well, you're in luck because we have a Discord server that you can join.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.